6 weeks after the closure of the Obinwannem International Airport in Enugu State, reports say there are no visible signs of rehabilitation work at the airport. The major hindrance to the repair work at the Enugu Airport is funding. This was disclosed by the Minister for Aviation, Hadi Sirika, while addressing the House of Representatives Committee on Aviation in Abuja on Thursday. According to the minister, "We have put before government a request of 10 billion naira, and we believe the government is doing everything possible to provide the funds," he says.
I was in a meeting yesterday with the Minister of Aviation, and I took him up on the matter because our assumption was that the funds had been mobilized and everything was ready before the decision to close the airport. And he also confirmed to us that first of all it was a matter of safety to close the airport. And the airport runway was very bad and was just a disaster waiting to happen. So on safety grounds, it was shut down, but that they mobilized quickly and got a contractor, and that everything has been done. The contractor is moving equipment and things they're supposed to use for the repairs. But at the same time, that he had also applied to the presidency for extra funds because it was a non-budgeted item. It wasn't in the 2019 budget, and therefore there's no fund kept aside for it. But usually in government, the government could also juggle its way, could look for funds, go into several votes, and where there is funds, you can move it from there and later replace it when you now do the regular budget.
The Ministry of Aviation reportedly held a meeting last weekend with Southeast governors, Ohaneze Ndibu, and other stakeholders in Enugu State, where he disclosed the amount of work to be done. This include rehabilitation and extension of the airport runway, rebuilding of the damaged tarmac, installation of new landing equipment with night landing facility. While there is no detailed breakdown of the cost of each item, experts in the aviation sector project that up to 6.5 billion naira will be needed to rehabilitate and expand the runway alone, while another 1.5 billion naira will be required to fix the runway lights and bring it up to international standard. The runway is to be expanded from 3 kilometers to about 3.6 kilometers, and the fencing of the airport, which is to enhance security, may take an additional 100 million naira. The discomfort experienced by travelers using the Obinwannem Airport has been compounded by the level of disrepair on alternative routes suggested by the federal government for air users in the zone to get to Owerri, Asaba. The discomfort experienced by travelers using the Obinwannem Airport has been compounded by the level of disrepair on alternative routes. The federal government has suggested that air travelers use alternative routes such as Owerri, Asaba and Port Harcourt airports. The alternative land routes in the southeast, which would have served as palliatives to the airport's closure, are completely impassable. The Obinwannem Airport is built to be reopened in December 2019. However, these delays are a point of concern.
December is a very critical time for our people. People like to come home for Christmas, both from within Nigeria and from outside Nigeria, and therefore the pressure that will be on the Owerri Airport, which is the nearest airport, and Asaba Airport, and all that will be much. And we just hope that the funds will be quickly mobilized. When I spoke with the minister also confirmed that if he gets the required funding in the next couple of weeks, that he's sure that they will be able to do substantial work.
However, with funding being a major hindrance to the reopening of the airport, the Senate Minority Leader, Senator Enyinaya Abaribe, professed solutions to the dilemma.
When the Kaduna Airport at one time was also undergoing repairs, they also ran into this question of funding, and the state government provided the funds and later got back there. So there's nothing that stops our governors in the south, since we regard Enugu as our regional capital, to work together and they actually find the funds to make sure that it goes, and then they can get a refund later.
Dr. Uzochukwu Amakom, an expert in economics and development with the Institute for Development Studies, University of Nigeria, Nsukka, who spoke to Roots TV in a telephone conversation, agrees with Senator Abaribe.
As an economist, I always look at the principles of opportunity cost. I believe that the opportunity cost of that airport not working is more than 10 billion naira every week to the southeasterners. Every hotel in Enugu is complaining that they are not getting customers. Every business is being affected. And I've taken my time to look at the budget of 2019, and unfortunately, there was no provision for the renovation of the runway. The only provision for that Obinwannem Airport in 2019 budget is for the international terminal building. The southeasterners as a whole should know how things are taken when it comes to their form. That the seriousness is never there. So, if I may advise, I would say Southeast governors can rally around and raise that fund, then task the lawmakers, the Southeast caucus in Abuja, to make sure that that particular fund is included in this 2020 budget so they can take it back.
Beyond the politics involved, it is clear the closure of the Obinwannem International Airport is amounting to huge economic losses for the Southeast region.